Welcome to Woodland Bus Station. Sa mga minamahal naming pasahero, iilang paalala para sa inyong ligtas at maginhawang paglalakbay habang nasa loob ng bus. Igalang po natin at paupuin ang mga nakakatanda, buntis, at may mga kapansanan na pasahero. Ugaliing humawak sa mga safety handrails at iwasan hawakan at sandalan ang mga pintuan ng bus.
Hello, my little interns. I'm Andrea, your lab director. Welcome to our new Multimedia lab. Think of this as a little creative village and you're the first batch of its residents. Before we start the tour, are you familiar with this kind of place? As multimedia practitioners, you need powerful tools and a space to explore, create, and experiment. This lab was built exactly for that purpose, for you to collaborate and bring all your ideas to life. So, how does everything work? We specially built a LAN network designed for heavy multimedia tasks, so all your editing stations and PCs are connected to it. Don't worry, even large files run smoothly. The lab uses a star topology, meaning every workstation has a direct connection to our main hub. It's like having your own bridge to the center of the village to keep everything fast, stable, and scalable. Now, before I send you up, remember our goals. Reliable connections, strong security, support for evolving tools, and an efficient environment no matter how busy things get. Now, off you go!
Arriving at Tinker's Workshop, paparating na sa Tinker's Workshop.
Hello there! I am Ginche Cline Arreza, the head of the Network Department, and welcome to Tinker's Workshop, aka our Multimedia Lab. Our Multimedia Lab is designed to support various multimedia activities. For it to operate efficiently, it is necessary to have a well-planned and suitable network topology design to ensure smooth performance and an organized workflow. We have adopted a star network topology design. As the name suggests, the design resembles a star where multiple devices are connected to a central hub. The data sent from one device then passes through the hub before reaching its intended destination. We chose the star network topology design because it effectively supports multiple devices. Since each device is connected to the central hub individually without sharing the same cable, an issue in one device will not affect the others and the entire network. It's also easy to set up and manage since all the connections are neat and well organized. Plus, it's cost efficient. It uses fewer cables and reduces the chances of big repairs. I mean, we're not a huge organization, so keeping things simple and affordable really works for us. However, since the setup relies heavily on the central hub, it must be handled with utmost care. If the hub encounters a problem, the entire network may be affected. Therefore, we make sure to invest in the protection and security of the central hub to ensure continuous and reliable network performance. So, we'd better be careful.
Arriving at post office, paparating na sa post office.
Hello there. My name is Stephen John Agtoto. I'm in charge of the transmission, media roads, finances, and maintenance. You are right on time, as I am right now working on the transmission media of our town. These are pathways, highways, and alley roads that carry signals influencing the quality of transportation and speed of our multimedia content transfers. Transmission media can be classified as wired or wireless, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Such an example, my dear guests, would be the wired media you can see stretched in various lengths and sizes out and about our town. Also known as guided media, we are right now using a mix of fiber optic cables, twisted pair cables, and coaxial pair cables. On the other hand, we also do use wireless media, also known as unguided media, that uses electromagnetic waves, which is basically sky transportation. This would be the Wi-Fi some of you are connected to right now, and cellular networks. This helps keep the area neat as we don't need to add anything physical for the tasks this transmission media can do. Although wireless media is appealing in comparison, wired media is better known for their balanced affordability to reliability ratio. Additionally, each transmission media is built to be stronger in particular tasks, making one option in the list not above the others. That's why we have a spread out and balanced installation of these types of transmission media for maximum efficiency and has been adjusted based on our budget and focus need when using transmission media. For me, I much prefer fiber optic cables, which is what I am installing right now on the road. These cables use glass or plastic fibers to transmit data using light pulses. Then, an LED, also known as a light emitting diode, would convert the signals of light into a way that would be readable for the receiving device. There are two types that I can choose from: single mode fiber and multi mode fiber. In summary, single mode fiber is best for long distances due to their high bandwidth and low attenuation. Whereas multi-mode fiber is best for short distances due to their lower bandwidth with high attenuation. Since we don't need to use much distance for this project, I'll be using a multi-mode fiber optic cable for our current needs. Now, time to work on this new project. See you around.
Arriving at Electronica City, paparating na sa Electronica City.
Hello interns, it's me again, Ginche Cline Arreza. This time, I'll be introducing you to our Electrica City, where we will be discussing the hardware and network components that our multimedia lab uses to operate. First, we have our computer, which is a basic hardware component. It is used for basic office tasks, video editing, animation, photo editing, rendering, graphic design, and audio handling. And these aren't just your regular desktop computers. They're built for heavy-duty tasks with large RAM capacity to make sure everything runs smooth and lag-free. We also have input devices which enable data entry into a computer system. They translate human actions into signals that the computer can understand and process. We have keyboards and mice for control, navigation, and entering commands or text. We also have digital cameras for capturing images and recording videos, microphones for recording voice and other audio elements, and scanners for converting physical documents, images, or artworks into digital format. We have monitors which are used for displaying data. Speakers are used for experiencing audio output. They transform audio signals into sound waves that humans can hear. Projectors are utilized for displaying visuals on a larger scale. Printers are for producing hard copies of digital documents on paper or other media. And headphones, which are personal devices for listening to audio in focus. They can be wired or wireless. Now, let's talk about the network components. Make sure to listen carefully because they are very important. We have routers. Routers are like tour guides. They point out which way the data should go to make sure it arrives at its destination quickly and easily. They help improve our network's performance by keeping the connection stable and secure between devices in the lab. In addition, routers have cool features like network address translation, dynamic host configuration protocol, and virtual private network, which help keep our network organized, fast, and protected. We also have switches, which assist in the data transfer between devices within the same network. They handle intra-network connections, which is the opposite of what routers do. They use MAC addresses to directly deliver data to its destination and also have a virtual local area network feature for security and segmentation. They also use network cables. Network cables are like bridges for data. They allow data to travel safely and quickly between devices. There are many types of cables, but we use fiber optic cables because they are super fast and super stable. Each computer in the lab has a network interface card, which allows it to connect to a network either through a wired or wireless connection. This makes sending and receiving data possible for the system. Since our lab handles lots of important data and files, we need to keep them safe from any unwanted visitors. That's why we have a firewall systems. Think of a firewall like a security guard. It checks all the data coming in and going out of the lab and only lets the safe information pass through. This helps make sure our lab's network stays secure and protected. We also have a modem, short for modulator demodulator. Modem helps our lab network to connect to the internet. It allows our computer to talk to the internet by changing signals from our digital network into a form that the internet can understand, and vice versa. Basically, modems are the ones that process our requests, like when we want to open a website, play an online game, or send an email. Finally, we have access points, which help wireless devices like laptops or mobile phones connect safely to wired networks. They support secure activities and allow multiple devices to connect at the same time without slowing down.
Arriving at Town Warehouse, paparating na sa Town Warehouse. Reminder, only Woodland Multimedia workers are allowed to get off. Paalala, Woodland Multimedia workers lamang ang pwedeng bumaba. Arriving at train station, paparating na sa train station.
Welcome to the train station, little interns. I'm Danny, the department head of bandwidth management as well as security and maintenance. Before anything else, let's talk about what keeps all your projects from becoming slow motion disasters bandwidth. Like your village's roads, the wider it is, the faster your files travel. Bandwidth is essential because multimedia deals with high resolution videos, huge assets, and lots of devices running at once. Without enough bandwidth, even simple tasks can feel awfully slow. This figure on video streaming shows how bandwidth and data usage rise as resolution increases. Higher quality equals more data. That's why a strong network is key for smooth playback and editing. Bandwidth can also affect upload speeds. For example, a 450 MB file can take 2 hours to upload at zero point 0.5 Mbps, but only 12 minutes at 5 Mbps. See? Faster upload speeds mean less waiting and more creation. It's not all about videos and uploads, but other tasks like video calls, online gaming, and the likes also rely on it. The next figure compares how much bandwidth different activities need, helping you understand why our lab prioritizes tasks that are time sensitive and collaborative. Our network manages bandwidth like traffic lights. High priority tasks get the green light because delays can ruin your workflow, while lower priority tasks wait for their turn so nothing slows down your creative process. In a sense, bandwidth management is the silent hero because it keeps everything flowing, smooth collaborations, and ensures your ideas get delivered without lag or hiccups. Now, off you go to your next stop.
Arriving at Greenbank. Paparating na sa Greenbank.
Hi there! Welcome to my office. This is where I handle cost analysis and research on what would be the best data transmission installation for our town. To break it down for you, the costs are defined as the expenses incurred to send data from one point to another across a network. This cost element is critical in multimedia contexts such as streaming, gaming, and video conferencing, where large volumes of data will require fast and continuous transmission. The main variables that affect the expenses of our data transmission are bandwidth, distance, data volume, and time of transmission. Additionally, various network providers manage expenses through various models, such as the fixed rate model, where payment stays the same, pay per use model, where payment is only required upon usage, tiered pricing model, where payment can be adjusted in result to adjusting data limit and speed of transmission. And lastly is the burstable billing model, where upon additional charges, we can improve our transmission temporarily. For our town's current situation, we are using a tiered pricing model as each part of our town needs and uses transmission media differently. This helps us be flexible and adjust our costs in more detail for this matter. On another note, for each resident, it is recommended that they register for the fixed rate model, as on average, a regular user will not need more bandwidth and data volume than they need, which is what the other price models are designed for. Additionally, here are 5 recommendations for cost saving measures. Firstly, use compression techniques. Second, choose cost appropriate transmission media. Third, use content delivery networks, also known as CDNs. Fourth, compare digital versus analog components. And lastly, number 5, match payment model to user needs.
Arriving at Police Blues. Paparating na sa Police Blues.
Well, we meet again. Welcome to Police Blueies. Quick question. What's invisible but super important? That's right. Network security and maintenance. Just as a big house needs security and cleaning, our network needs protection and care as well to prevent sneak-ins. Imagine one of you clicks a suspicious email link. Malware could try to invade the lab, or an encrypted device could attract hackers. So how do we stay safe? Through rules, trainings, and regular checkups. Our defenses work like this. Regular backups ensure your files aren't gone forever. Endpoint detection acts like digital guard dogs. Identity and access management ensures only the right people enter the right systems. And mandatory training teaches you on handling phishing, strong passwords, and safe device use. To keep the peace in our network, how do we sustain all those? We need maintenance, like checking locks and oiling hinges. We monitor for unusual activity, check configurations, and update software and firmware to keep everything running smoothly. Then, if someone downloads a risky file, the network flags it instantly, blocks it, and alerts us. Thanks to layered protection and proactive maintenance, crisis avoided. Remember, little interns, this lab isn't just fancy screens, it's a space protected by smart habits, strong rules, and constant care so your creativity stays safe from digital troublemakers.
Arriving at Town Square, paparating na sa Town Square. We are at our last station. Nasa huling istasyon na ang bus. Thank you for your patronage of Woodland Bus. Maraming salamat po sa pagtangkilik sa Woodland Bus.
Now, this multimedia town serves as the backbone for our artistic residents who are learning, experimenting, collaborating on projects that involve multimedia, ranging from video editing, animation, audio production, and graphic design, just to name a few. Our town prides itself on a solid system of quality data transmission for the various tasks the residents need and handle. Time's gold, which is why maximizing everyone's time and effort with the best planning on transmission media installation and usage is valuable to us. Adopting innovative network designs is encouraged so as to not stay stagnant and left behind. From viewing tutorials on YouTube, sending important documents and files to clients, transmission media should continue to evolve and improve for the benefit of us all. Thank you for visiting our town. We hope you enjoy the tour and learn something new. Take care and come again soon.